welcome back to Tosser's channel. Today we have an unboxing review of the Hasbro Power Rangers Lightning Collection Power Rangers Lost Galaxy team. So this just all the figures from different sets to complete the team in order. And as you can see, on the left is the older packaging, whereas the last two on the right, the yellow and the pink Lost Galaxy Rangers, are the newer packaging with the windowless boxes. And I believe Hasbro is changing it again because of all the complaints about the windowless packaging, and so we might be seeing the plastic outer front in the future. So let's first look at the set, or each figures in the packaging first. So here we have the Power Rangers Lost Galaxy Blue Ranger Kai. So it comes with the human actor sculpt head and the Power Rangers head. Side of the box, we get the traditional packaging layout with the pose in the back and the Ranger on the side. Next, we got Damon, the Power Rangers Lost Galaxy Green Ranger. So there he is. And I don't know the set, the wave number for each figures, but if you need to look, you can definitely find it on Google. We have the Red Ranger here, Leo. So very cool. And the back. Next, we got the Magnet Defender, who is also, I considered, like the sixth member of the the sixth member of the team. And he was played, or under the mask was Mike. So very cool. And so Lost Galaxy was probably the season that I stopped watching Power Rangers. Like, I think I watched a few episodes sporadically, but I wasn't into it as the previous season, so not too familiar with this team, honestly, but it's a cool team to have. And here we have the newer packaging. Here's the Yellow Ranger, Maya. So you get that difference in the packaging. You get more of the body of the Ranger, whereas you only get the top part for the old figures. And here you see the pose, and then it shows what should be included in the set here. So a mask or head sculpt of the actress and the helmet, the weapons, lightning effect, and the extra hands. And a rule of thumb, so I could quickly let you guys know, is to check the tape. If there's double tape, usually it's been tampered with in most cases that I've been part of. And lastly, we have the Pink Ranger Hendrix. I have a little damaged packaging from Amazon, but it's all good since we're going to be opening it up again. I kind of like the newer packaging minus the windowless part of it. That's my opinion. So let's get these out of box. Alright, so I have the figures out of box. So yeah, so I noticed some of the Rangers have weapons that all of them should have, but it's not included with some of the other figures. So That's kind of weird to see that if you're trying to complete the team and do a pose with the same weapons. It doesn't make sense. So let's first look at the Blue Ranger Kai. So here's the Blue Ranger right here, and then let's look at the accessories first. You get the Quasar dagger here, and then you get the Quasar sword. You get an extra pair of set of hands. So one right fist open and closed fist. You get his weapon, the Quasar dagger. So I'm guessing this is the shortened version of the Quasar sword. And this is the dagger here. And then you get the lightning effect. And then the actor's head sculpt, which looks pretty decent. And then looking at the Blue Ranger here, very similar Ranger figure like the rest of the Power Rangers, where they are matching in their team colors. And then you can take a closer look at the helmet sculpt. Does come with a holster, put his dagger in, the Quasar dagger. So, a little hard to pose, but let's make sure the feet's set. Next up, we got the Green Ranger Damon. So he comes with the Quasar dagger as well. The Quasar sword. And then it comes with the Quasar, it's called the Trance Dagger. Never mind, so this is the Trance Dagger. Get the extra set of posing hands here, closed fists and open pose fists, the lightning effect, the actor's head sculpt, then the Green Ranger here. So like I said, the Power Rangers, especially in the past, they're all very similar in their suits. And the main difference is usually the helmet has a different type of design. Next up, we got the Red Ranger here. So Leo. So here's where the accessory part. So he gets the short version of the Quasar sword here. And that's the where you put in the holster. Get the lightning effect. Then you get the extra set of hands here. Close or open fist and then an open hand. And then he gets the Quasar launcher rather than the long sword of the Quasar sword. So just, kind of throws it off if you're trying to build the team. I know there was a 2-pack that came with Red Ranger Lost Galaxy, so I'm wondering if that one has the sword. And I do have that set, so I'll take a look. And if so, I'd probably open that up and use that. Got the actor scope, Leo. Then the Red Ranger itself. So like with most leaders, being the Red Ranger, they always have something in their uniform more unique, and his is the yellow stripes in his helmet. It's really cool. There we go. Next up, we got the Magna Defender. Let's get those accessories. So he comes with some cool stuff here. You get the Magna Defender's weapons, the gun, and then the sword form of it. So super cool. And you get the lightning effect for it, and just a set of hands that opens to hold on to the weapons and pose with. And here's Magna Defender. And always loved this character whenever I did watch this series. So he was always like a hero, you know, coming to save the Rangers, and very quiet. So this holster, you might think, why is it so loose and hanging? This actually is correct. You just put his weapon there. Laid out. I'll do that to show, but something wrong with the waist matching up to the. There you go. That's much better. Get that. You got the molded on cape, which I wish it was, you know, soft good would have been better for posing. But overall, very cool figure with the gold stripes, green emerald, the horns. Ooh. I did have some issues standing him up, more so because of the cape. Now let's look at Maya next. Here's the Yellow Ranger, and these are yellow and pink are the newer ones released, and you can definitely tell the difference in the figure itself, which I'll explain in a second. So she does come with the Quasar sword, dagger, the lightning effect, which is a little more colorful, extra set of hand, and then you get the Quasar launcher as well for her, without the long sword version. So not sure how they decide on that, but honestly I'd rather have them all have long swords, because the launchers were like a special part of their team arsenal. But here's the actress Maya's head sculpt, which looks pretty good. Get that, and the hair looks amazing. It's well sculpted. You can see the waves and feel it. It's very cool. And then here's the Yellow Ranger, and I don't know, it's just a lot, feels a lot different. I know this is like a female sculpt, but there's just something different. It's a bit lighter, and the finish is more matte, if that makes sense. But you see the head sculpt here. Let's see if I can get her standing back up here. And lastly, we have the Pink Ranger here. Pink Ranger, so we have Kendricks. So she does come with the long sword, and this long sword does feel a little lighter, kind of cheaper compared to the other ones, I'd say. Yeah, in some ways, yeah, it does feel a little more plasticky. You can see there's a different finish in the gold. This one's better looking, and this one looks a little dull and cheap. So I don't know why Hasbro, you know, did that, but must be some cost saving reason. You get the Quasar Dagger, short form, the extra set of hands here, and then you get the Trance Dagger here. Yeah, I guess they really took a step back with their materials. It's just very cheap. The lightning effect, the sculpt with removable glasses here. I put it on earlier, but yeah, you can take off the head and it easily puts on. So yeah, definitely difference in the quality compared to the early Ranger releases. A lot cheaper in my opinion, but not sure if it's just for these figures. And then you get the pink Ranger, which looks really cool. Side of the helmet. Oh. Let me try to get it to stand again. There we go. Alright, so let's look at some of the poses, and let's do it with the actor and actress's head first. Alright, so I've got them in their human head form holding their helmets. Looks pretty cool actually if you take a look closer. Very nice. There you have it in their human head. And let's do one more fighting pose. Alright, so here's the team pose, and it looks super cool. So if you enjoy this video, please like and subscribe.